Hello everyone, it's Andrew from GemTCG, and today I'm going to be showing you all how I am listing Chinese Pokemon cards to my eBay store in the most efficient way possible, because I've noticed that Chinese cards have been growing a lot in popularity, and I might be a little bit late to the game, but a week or two ago I got a collection that was around $4,000 worth of Chinese cards, so I wanted to get them listed really quickly, and this is the best way I could find, which is to go to TCG Automate and upload them there. And what it does is it predicts the cards for you and generates the titles and also shows you a market price for these cards. Now, the market price is not 100% accurate from my experience, but it is better than nothing. And if we look here, it shows a market price of $1.29. And if we look at all of these relevant listings, keep in mind these are active listings, it is somewhat close. This one is $1.94, $2.95, $1.59, $1.25, and then these are just some mismatched cards here that are above $7. But what you can gauge from this is that the card is worth around $2. And it has all of the variants of every card along with the proper naming, which can be pretty hard with the Chinese cards because a lot of the set names are different. This set right here is called Bonus Round. This one is called Fearless Terrestrial. And these ones are pretty simple. It's just the gem pack 1 through 5, which is easy to notice, but non-exclusive sets can be hard to identify. But basically, the way it works is you go to this list cards page on TCG Automate, and then you fill out this information here, however you want it to be for your eBay store. And you select the Pokemon Chinese option right here, and then you could upload the images of your cards. So this is a batch of 111 or 106 cards, and then once you're ready, you just click Submit Batch, and it will upload those images and predict them, and it'll generate the titles for you and give you all that information. And then once you're ready, you can just click this list via CSV/API, and you can either choose the CSV option or the APIs. I prefer the API because it's more instant. And then you could just click regular listing, or you could do the variations if you prefer. And then you submit it to your eBay store. Now, the AI is pretty accurate. So if we go through these first 10, sometimes it can get the card wrong, like this one right here. But if you look through the other predictions, you could see that most times it'll be here. So this is Vibrava 1005. And if you ever get an example like this where the card wasn't predicted in any of the 5 options, you can just search for the card number, and it's very quick because the Chinese cards, the numbering system is a little unique. So for this example, this Skarmory card, it says 0705. So what that means is it's the 7th card and it's the 5th variant of that card. And if we look through these other predictions, you can see there's 0701, 0702, 0704, and the only thing that changes is this little symbol here. So 01 is the energy symbol, 02 is the Pokeball symbol, and then 04 is like this, I don't know what this pattern is called. 03 is the star symbol, and then 05 is the Master Ball. 06 is this one that has the stamp on the picture. And then I don't know if there is always an 07. Oh, for this one there is. So 07 is usually the highest tier rarity, meaning in this example it's an art rare. And I'm sure there are other variants that could be included in that final variation. But usually from what I've noticed is that it's the illustration or art rares, or just maybe the regular EX card. And another quick thing that I've learned from someone in the Discord is that to identify the difference between Korean and Chinese cards, because the symbol naming can look very similar to the card name text, the easiest way is to just look right here where my mouse is. There is a C, and that's like the easiest way to identify them. I know it's like a really small text, but probably the most foolproof way to do so. And Japanese cards is different because like the back looks different, but Chinese and Korean cards, they both have this same English back, so that's the best way to identify them. And if you're ever unsure of taking in these market price values or this eBay average, because sometimes like this example, this other Captain Pikachu got mentioned or included in this list, so it brings up the average more. what you can do is click on this check active listings or check sold listings, and it'll take you directly to the link of a page like this. And then you can go through and look at some other examples. So like one sold for $249, but it was a best offer accepted. This one, $389. And there are a ton of other variants of the card. So you just want to look for the exact copy that you have. But right here, $355. So like looking at the sold listings, you can see that this card will probably sell for around $3 to $4. So depending on how comfortable you are with listing and waiting for them to sell, or just wanting to get them sold instantly, you can list it at the higher end or lower end. But for me, I would probably list this card at the higher end. And if we look at the active listings, there's a lot of like types of listings here. So you have to be a little bit more selective on what you look for. But I would go in and probably list this card at like, because it's a Captain Pikachu. It's a very unique card. But something like this, I think this is what, Florigato. I'd probably keep this at my base floor price of $2, or maybe, that's what I would go with. So this is going to be my way of listing Chinese cards. And hopefully for you all, this will make it easier for you to list Chinese cards. I know it's not a perfect solution, but it's a lot better than, on eBay, clicking on a listing and then clicking sell similar, doing that 100 times. It can be very time consuming. This process will probably take me like the 10 minutes for the full 106 cards. And a good opportunity for you all would be to take, or like to buy these cards from other collectors and sellers, because you could probably buy these cards at 60 or 70% market price and list them on eBay yourself, since most people don't have the time to list these cards themselves. Like English cards, very easy to list them. Japanese cards, it's a little bit easier, but since there are no easy ways to list Chinese cards at the moment, this will be a great opportunity to start getting some sales and hopefully increase your margins too. Because again, like, they're hard to list, and two, they can't be listed on TCG Player. So eBay kind of owns the market for Chinese Pokemon cards. So that'll be a great way to just get some good liquidity on those cards if you're selling on eBay. But that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys find this helpful.